To turn it over to Henry Plotkin, the Executive Director of the State Employment Training Commission, for some closing comments.
Despite my reputation, I will not keep you long. I wanted to, you keep the laughter down too, by the way. Let me start off by saying I got a message for Greg Atkins. Several women from Helen's Beauty Salon want to talk to you after you leave here. So let me just make a couple of comments. And Kevin, Carl, and others worked on putting this together, and I think a lot of what needed to be said got said today. But I was thinking as we were putting this together, what happened to me at least, I won't speak for anybody else, happens to all of us. We get so lost in the process of doing what we have to do, we sort of forget why we're doing it. And I was thinking, and I don't know what reminded me of this, but I was thinking about how another great governor used to phrase questions about public policy, and that was the great Al Smith of New York. And the phrase he would use to figure out what's the right thing to do is the operating phrase would be, what does it feel like? So I sort of did a what does it feel like in terms of groups that we talked about today. Be it a single mother making $18,000 a year, trapped in a job. What does it feel like being a high school dropout who reads the 9th grade? What can that possibly feel like being out on the street with that kind of life? Or a disabled person who wants to be judged more in their skills, not in their challenges. Or a laid-off worker who's 55 years old, has got a mortgage and 2 kids in college. What must that feel like? Or an incumbent worker who sees the coming of new technologies and can either stop them or master them. What does that feel like? Or a high school student, and there are very many who don't have people like Ms. Burke to help them, wondering that they're not going to college, and they're out of high school, and there's nothing there for them. So I think as you think about what this day means, how wonderful the governor was, how articulate the panels were, that really, this is not real complicated. If you think about what does it feel like for people who are having a tough time in the economy, you begin to get a sense of how you've got to build policy, and really the petty concerns that divide institutions from each other pale in comparison to the overwhelming need. But there's something magical about the workforce issue. And I know why the governor has become such a wonderful spokesperson for that issue. And that is, it does 2 things simultaneously. It does right by people, all the groups I mentioned and those that I didn't mention. But it's also good for the economy, because those same groups of people put in the right direction, provided the right skills in the right direction, become tremendous assets, not deficits, to a growing economy. I'd argue, without them, the economy is capped and it will not grow anymore. I told you I'd be short. I thank all of you for being here. And you know what, Carl, maybe we'll do it again next year. What do you think? Okay, thank you all.